Hello, welcome back for some SGL action here on a nice Thursday evening. I'm in the booth. It is your own Toad Death, and we're joined by a very special first-time guest, Animex, anonymity or something like that.
Yes,
Welcome in.
Anom X. Yep, happy to join. Happy to be on here. Happy to join the crew.
That was all legitimate. I actually forgot what your full name is. Anomaly. That's right. Yeah.
Yes, there's so many AKAs in there just because of community names, but here we are.
And that is that from Stalker Anomaly or different?
No, it goes all the way back to like the Halo 2 days for one random reason. So, yep, it needed to create a gamer tag back in the day when it was a little bit harder to find open names, and here we are.
Those were the good days. Yeah.
Yes.
But okay, let's turn our attention. Tonight, we're going to see Axe and Rose go up against the Rebellion. Before we get to that, let's go through some of the games that have already been played and some of the games that are still to be played. El Matador went the full distance against La Cinco Doce, and La Cinco Doce gets their first win of the season. I believe that's their first win. Did you happen to catch this one? This was
Yeah, it was pretty much back and forth the whole match. It was
So
actually
good.
a pretty good game, and it was one of those when you got to Game 5, you really didn't feel like either team had a clear advantage, and to see Matador fall there in the end was a little hard, being the little part of our Matador family. But here we are. It was a good match.
And are you on Burn? Is that right?
Yep, we're throwing down with Dallas Burn, first season with him.
So is there a rivalry, or is this like a brotherhood?
I would like to say there was a rivalry, but our first matchup didn't go very well from our side. I think it was a little bit of chemistry issues. We played better in our second match. We had that 2-0 reverse sweep to come back, but there's a little bit of rivalry, but they were mechanically a lot better for us in that first match.
Do we have your permission to call like the next matchup between you two, like the ponies versus the cows? Can I go ahead with that title?
No, I don't know about that. That's too much DFW. That's too much Cowtown.
Dang it. Okay.
We'll do better. We'll do better later and come back to that.
Yeah, we had another civil war that actually happened this week against my own team. Emerald City RC took on Sounders RC, a newcomer into the league. And that one went down 3-1. And spoiler alert, I did the ratings a little early. Sue me, okay? I got a perfect 10. I'm throwing that out there. My first perfect 10 in my entire existence.
I don't know if there's any bias or anything there, but yeah, it was a good match. We're tuning in. It seemed like one of those ones where it felt like it could have been a 3-0. Let's just be honest, and we're going to talk about that maybe 3-0 when we get to my match. Cough here in a second. But it was a good match. I mean, I think Sounders stayed in it. There were two like really defensive games, and then that kind of like that third one got a little bit away from them.
Yeah, I mean, we did want to get that sweep, but it wasn't possible for us. I think Sounders RC played a great game too, and we just pooped all over ourselves, to be honest. That's the only way to describe it.
Yeah,
But enough about us. It's your own team next here. EM Dallas Burn took on FSD Chrome. How was that one?
Yeah, it was good. I think we played better than what the 3-1 was, and people that are watching the chat, like, they may have saw that 9-0. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't in that 9-0, so we don't want to have to talk about that. But I think that, like, it did feel like Chrome was a better overall team. I think the way that we played pretty well as a team. Caesar was doing his thing, flying off the wall, getting his double taps. I think we built chemistry. We built off that 3-2 previously. I think there were some goals that were left out there. There were some open nets that were missed. I probably had a couple of those. The hardest mechanic in the game is hitting an open net. So it was a pretty good game. We had a lot to build on, and we'll see what we do with it. But Chrome was, I think, ultimately a better team.
It is the hardest shot to make. Was Pico David Luiz part of one of those 9-0s?
We're gonna leave him out of that. I don't.
No, obviously.
Yeah. He didn't slip me any money for that.
No. Unknown. We'll
yeah,
we'll
just true. I think the stats got lost or something. When you're playing devs, you never know.
Dang it! Yeah, we lost that one. Bummer. All right, I think that does it for the games that already happened this week. There's still a lot to play. Speaking of a lot to play, there's 3 games happening tonight, back to back to simultaneously, possibly at the end. So, first off, Axe and Rose versus the Rebellion happening in just a couple minutes from now. After that, we're going to have Steel Army and Los Verdes are going to battle between the two of them. And 15 minutes later, we're going to get EC Eternal and FSD Azul kicking off. We'll see if they push it back, but I think that might actually be a firm start time for them. And if that's the case, we'll do a simulcast, and it'll be great. And if not great, it'll be good.
It's gonna be great because we're on it. We have this.
We've got it. We're on it.
I think these are 3 good matches. I mean, looking at it, the first one, like just looking at the stats. If anybody knows me, I'm a stats guy. The stats in this one seem like this is going to be an offensive game. I think Axe and Rose, they had a great second game versus Los Verdes in their sweep, putting down. I think the hamburger herder with the hat trick to clinch it. I'm excited to see the offense in this first one. Rebellion, I mean, they were on fire. They're a team that clearly you want to see them. They're looking like they're going to get back to the premiership if we're watching just going off of one game. They win their game 5-0, 6-1, 4-1, and they put up a lot of goals doing it. I think there's going to be a lot of offense in that first game, and it's something I'm really excited for.
If we can, what kind of predictions do you have going into this one as we see some stats pop up on the screen?
Oh, that's a tough one. I was afraid of the question. I saw Axe and Rose in one of their matches. I saw them versus Verdes, and they were all offense. They controlled that match. There weren't too many threats coming at them. So if I'm going to be honest, I think the one thing that I'm excited to see for Rebellion is testing Axe and Rose, see how their defense is, see how they are against the back wall. Rebellion's going to put up goals. They fly the ball around. In their 15 goals in their first match, they had 10 assists. So they're a team that works together. So I think those two things competing against each other. I think I probably, if I'm going to have to pick, if you had it up to my head, I'm probably going Rebellion, but I think it's going to be a good match. I think it's pretty wide open. I think it's both teams that have played well. They're offensive and have a lot to show out there.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be nearly as reserved. I'm going to go for a Rebellion sweep. I'm thinking we'll get the paddles out and Axe and Rose is going to get spanked. And that's not even to be inflammatory. I just think that's going to be reality. I sincerely hope Axe and Rose puts up a good fight here. This is one of the only seasons where I've seen them like actually get really competitive, get some wins. There was a little while there where they weren't doing the best, if we can say. And so this has been like a redemption arc for them, and I want them to continue. I just think the Rebellion are a bit of an insurmountable force right now. And it doesn't even matter who plays on their team. Looking at their squad, I'm going to spoil some stats here, but they're insane. And that's the spoiler. The Rebellion, Champ 2, Champ 1, Diamond 3, Champ 1. I mean, these are all great ranks for this championship. So, no weak players.
Yeah, for us mechanically challenged champ players, I think I would agree with you. I mean, I think if I'm looking at it, just going off of the teams that you're looking at their scores, I mean, if I was to say, here's my prediction, probably, you know what, I'm going to give them a game. I'm going to say it's 3-1, probably Rebellion. I think I do like that. But I think they are a team. Rebellion's going to play quick. I think that the way they hit the ball around the field, like I said, that the team play from them has been there. They're in just one match that we've seen them, they have more assists than any other teams in per game that they have. So they're a team that hit the ball well. They seem to play together. They play good defense. They don't give up easy goals. And I think when you look on the other side, Axe and Rose, like, yeah, their win did come against a team that maybe isn't your best in the league with Los Verdes. And that's a team they are going to get some confidence on, and they got that win. But I think sometimes you get a little bit of inflated stats from games like that, but it also gives you some confidence, and I think they can take something from that.
I agree. Kickoff moments away. We might have time to just zoom through these stats. I'm sure these guys are ready to go. Momentarily, no matter what happens, it's gonna be a good series. It could just be one-sided. Okay, no time for stats, folks. The yapping had to come to an end. It's game time. We're going to have Polar Shorts And who is that? Polar, Shorts, and Pipe Shot Gogan for the Rebellion. The Dark Shade Canty and a GD Delight. Bringing it in for Portland.
You look right off the bat. You have Polar with the shot, gets the first one short into the corner, looking to create some early offense upfield. Doesn't really get much to it, and sends it straight across again to the reset. A little bit of boom ball on the double commit, but first opportunity, Shorts looks for it, but it's knocked away down the field, and Adelaide again up the side, keeping it against the side wall.
Been a good showing so far from Axe and Rose. We're only a couple seconds in, but they're looking good combining. Very interesting play coming out of them.
Look at a double commit. Now triple commit. Polar comes up the side, looks to put it down across the middle. Nobody able to read it, but back against the post. It's Adelaide again with the clearance as they send it down to the other side of the field. Gogan with the ball, full boost. Bumps it back towards the middle as we get a demo down the pipe.
Ooh. That was scary. I think that was more of a cross into his own area. Polar double. No. Oh, yes. Pipe Shot Gogan cleans it up. Great play from Polar. I was rooting for him here. How does he miss that? And
yeah,
then
he really thought
Gogan-
that he was going to have the double tap there, but his teammates able to come right around the outside and clean it up. And a double commit sent two players upfield and really no chance to play defense on the backside of that ball.
The only hope was an open net miss, and the hardest shot sometimes has to go in.
Delight with the clearance, not really sending it to anybody. Pipe shot, easy pass through the middle, but keeps it right against the wall. It's Dark Shade looking to clear it, doesn't get it. Short sends it across, nobody there to put it home as it goes across the goal line once again.
Short play here. Shorts wanting that pass. Doesn't get the reception that he's probably looking for. Oh, what a massive tackle from Pipe Shot Gogan. Good out from Canty. What can't he do?
I like the pun, but on the other side, it's Polar putting it in the back of the net. Gets the easy pass. Shorts put it back up in the air. Not really any defense to keep that away. Polar pretty much a wide open shot. Top right of the goal. Easy finish. 2-0 lead.
This is more what I was expecting from the Rebellion, but I still don't think this is them at their final form. There's another Saiyan 1 or 2 to come after this, I think. As the Dark Shade's going to kick that one out. We want to see Axe and Rose really work their way into this game and play with no fear. That's the only way they're going to come out of here with a game or more. Anything can happen. But if you're playing defensively and reserved against this team, against the Rebellion, pack it up.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference right now has been there's really not been any opportunities. A couple times Axe and Rose has had some chances to put the ball across the goal or towards the goal, and it seems like they haven't been able to come up with that answer for the finish.
Wow. Wow, what is this? Valverde just smashes it from halfway.
Yeah, it doesn't get much easier than that. You had a demo coming across, got a decoys with the fake, easy shot for Gogan. Pretty much an open field goal to take it 3-0.
It's getting a little casual now from Rebellion. They've got a lead. Shot in. A GG Delight. Let's go. A bit of life is breathed back into this one.
Yeah, you didn't think that was kind of out of nowhere. I mean, low boost, upfield. It seems like there was a chance for the defense to get across that, but pretty much a wide open shot on goal. Took advantage of it and got the miss.
There's Luis calling out a Valverde mention. Are you, oh my gosh. What? What did I just witness?
That was a short play, if we're going to be honest here. It was straight across the goal.
I thought Shorts tried to miss.
I don't know if it was a pass or a goal. Looked like an OG in the end, but that's a 4-1 to kind of repad their 3-goal lead.
Yeah, that was a brief, maybe 5-second, 1 goal brought back, 2 goal difference.
Delight sending it back across, really not really connecting with his teammates. If they're going to want to get into this, and you kind of look at the match like this, now 5-1 as Polar puts another one in. You want to get some confidence. You're now down 4 goals, probably not coming back in game 1. If you get some Blink 182 on that goal celebration, you can always appreciate that for us older people. But you want to get some confidence. You have a minute and 30. You may not be able to get back in this match, but see what you can get out of it. See if you can get some momentum.
I'm glancing at the scoreboard here. I've got a GD Delight leading the charge for Axe and Rose. The only goal and the only saves, a pair of them, coming from him. It looks like he's actually playing fairly well right now. Canty and Darkshade might have to just provide support because he looks good.
Yeah, you gotta feed the hot hand. I would agree with that. I think he's looked the most confident, at least on the balls. You almost get another own goal as Delight goes up into his own goal, kind of rounding his way. And yeah, he seemed like the most confident one out there. And if they can feed the ball to him, maybe they can pick a goal or two. And like I said, get some momentum for game 2.
It's a good chip up, and Polar's going to be first to it. Shot opportunity. Good save from Delight. Well, I'll call him Delight. It saves a couple syllables coming out of me.
Yeah, for the new guy, the pronunciation guide would always help. But, we're good.
We need a pronunciation
I don't even know what that was.
That'd be great. There's this Anim guy. It's the worst.
Yeah, nobody knows what his name or even what his initials even are. Little boom ball here late in this match in the first game. 5-1 lead. Delight, who we're appropriately naming now, goes head-to-head with Shorts. Not really much going on there in the corner. Not really much offense either. What do you think's going to be the difference that they may need to do to be able to get it back? A lot.
Yeah,
Loaded question.
Mid-series trades. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be so tough. Ball touches grass. The Rebellion just convincingly win it 5-1. It wasn't particularly close. There was one good opportunity from Axe and Rose, and they did take their chance. You can see that backed up by the stats. One shot in 5 minutes of play, and they get the goal.
Yeah, I mean, you're batting 1,000, but it doesn't look good when you're giving up 11 shots the other way. They were pretty much having their way with it. Only they got 5 goals in, so under 50% if you want to take a positive for Axe and Rose. But from what it is, kind of domination from that first one. But hey, new game's a new game. You got beat 5-1. What can you do on the next one? Do you sub in? Do you bring new guys in? I think it's just a matter of if they can connect some of their plays. Like you said, Delight was a little confident there. If he can come back around, maybe they can steal one, get some confidence, come back into this.
And I don't want people to misunderstand. I love Axe and Rose. This is just a tough matchup for really anybody. The Rebellion, an incredible team in the championship. Could have maybe squeezed into the Premier. They would probably be near the bottom. Or if they slot into the championship, they're going to be up near the top. So really tough, one for just the leagues and how that shakes out. So I want Axe and Rose to do well. If I'm beating up on them, it's all in good fun. But man,
if you have your Rebellion jersey on, it's okay.
Yeah.
Be honest with it here, but I mean, the way that they played there. I mean, look, you have Polar 7 shots just by himself. Polar was all over the place last game, and they're going to be someone that you got to bump him, you got to demo him, you got to take him out of the play, you got to know where he is on the field. And if you can do that, it can help you out a little bit.
I think we might get a server reset, I wonder. I'm not privy on all the information behind the scenes, but we'll see what's going on.
We just work here. Looks like we have a missing player from Rebellion, which, I mean, I don't know if it would have made a difference if we want to be honest. Like, let's play 2v3, see what happens, right?
That'd be crazy. Can we do that?
You just to pick someone that gets eliminated from your team and go at it?
Back in the day, I believe that was allowed in SGL many seasons ago. There used to be 2v3s, but I don't think that's allowed anymore. I think that's an instant forfeit. So, congratulations on a hard-fought win for Axe and Rose. Appreciate you guys coming out. Been a good one.
Yeah, right. Looks like they're still communicating, trying to figure out who their third is going to be in the server. I think it's one of those things where, I mean, there is a little bit of boom ball from that. Axe and Rose, if they're going to want to get back into it, learn to get a little bit of control. I know it's really easy to just hit the ball down the field, but I think that was one of the things that made it difficult. I mean, there were 2 of those goals that were just simply kind of a boom ball giveaway possession, when it seems like maybe if they would have held it, they may be able to have an opportunity on goal, put something away. I know that's one of the hardest things to learn too, is just simply being able to control it and not just hit it away. But I think that would help Axe and Rose if they want to steal a game here in this best of 5 series.
Well, on that point, I remember Canty was carrying the ball downfield. Maybe there was about a minute to go in the game, somewhere in there. He was carrying it down the field, and Rebellion recognized the danger so quickly and just instantly swarmed him and demoed him before he could even, really launch any sort of attack competently.
Yeah, I think it was Gogon on that one where he just takes him down. And exactly, I mean, if you're Axe and Rose, you probably want to be doing the same thing to Polar. Polar, who was creating a lot of offense in that game, and you look at the assists between him, 2 assists for him, Shorts with 3 assists. Once again, all of their goals are assisted goals, and I think that was one of the big things coming in. Is 15 goals coming in, 10 of them had assists, and what are they doing again? 100% rate on the assists. So they're a team that is working together to create opportunities, and if you could take those opportunities away with a bump, a demo, anything like that, I think it's going to go a long way.
Sounds like Shorts had a short, so we'll be taking a short break while he comes back.
Little short circuit action.
Yeah. All right, who's in chat? We've got Polar's in chat. What are we doing? Skyline. Oh, there's Skyline, another Toad. Maz, Luis. I'm still waiting on Luis to change his name. It seems like that's not going to happen, though.
We had Polar so confident in his game that he was chatting on the side to keep things going. That's lovely.
Yeah, what's the timestamp on this? Polar. When did you send
every single goal? Every single goal. He's giving us some stuff in the chat.
I want to what a save every goal. That's crazy. Oh, okay. Shorts is back.
Like we're about ready. Yep, here we go.
If Shorts is back, we're back. It seems like the same lineup for everybody. Canty, Delight, Darkshade going up against Polar, Gogan, and Shorts. Early attack. This is such a good start. They might have had a little team talk in the back room.
Yeah, Darkshade with the opportunity to put that across goal. Wasn't able to do it. Defense came right in, cleared out. It was Shorts all over the field, who has this opportunity back in the net, just like that. Easy little tap around the side. He goes up the corner. Easy finish for the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a man coming off a fresh PC restart. Like, that's mint.
Sometimes you just gotta cool it off and get it ready to go, and that computer was ready to go.
Whoa, big 50 coming from Delight. Shorts has got the boost, got the patience. Does he have the skill? He's got the skill too. These guys are
I really like what he's playing right now, especially confident. Got the bump right there. That was big on Gogan. Teamwork, almost able to hit it across for the open shot. Oh, Short's a little too confident.
Oh, that's such a good pass. Whoa! Come on! That is beautiful stuff. Good pass across, good awareness from Darkshade, and top bins.
Wow. Yeah, as good as that shot is from Darkshade, that's Canty all day. That pass was beautiful right across. Gave him an easy shot to put up in the top corner. Beautiful on our parts.
We're tied 1-1 after a minute. Much, much better. This is kind of similar to where we sat in game 1, but it feels different.
Yeah, I think the way that you look at Delight's kind of been all over the place here. Canty's been all over the place. Canty, a good clearance right there. Smart clearance. Canty again against the back wall. Going to have a chance to put it towards his team. Nope, it's going to be Polar. Looking to clean it up, but he misses it. Gets the feed from his team. Push back for Darkshade.
The tough one to read. Oh, Polar's so quick. Pinch across. It's a good pass. Delightful cut from him. Really needed that save.
Yeah, Gogun once again putting it in the middle. Canty, a little bit of clearance. It's Dark Shade hitting it up. Short with the answer. Will he get the pass?
It's a so no. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Look away.
Do we have a stats for own goals? Because you know what? We're going to put that in that bucket.
Yeah.
Canty had a chance, Darkshade had a chance, but that bounce was just really tough to play off of. Not much you could really do there. They had a chance to defend it, but it wasn't very clean, so ends up in the back of their own net.
Oh, ball is so... No, okay, it's just in. Okay, I'm going to say my point anyway. On the previous goal, there was an opportunity for Portland to play their way out of defense. There was an open Axon Rose player up on the left side of their field, and someone cleared it to the right, straight to a defender. If they can recognize the situation of where their teammates are, how to play out without getting countered immediately, they're going to have a chance in this game. But if they're not recognizing that play, then this is the result.
Yeah, I think we hit a really dangerous part of this game, 3-1. The next goal is going to be really important, and Shorts is looking to see if it can be a part of his team, but sends it a little too far across for Polar. If Canty and the team wants to get back into this, they're going to need to play smart. They're going to need to play patient. They're going to need to watch out for plays exactly like that. Wide open field. Polar, all he has to do is just put it up in the top cupboard where Mama keeps the Thin Mints.
I like that joke, by the way. But it's him recognizing where the defense is, and he has the skill to just kiss it on the underside of the crossbar. Great placement. Doesn't need all the power in the world. It's just really solid play. Good clearance from Shade, but yeah, Polar's the man to stop right now.
What's kind of interesting about this one, I think Axon Rose is actually playing a little bit better in this game, but they're down 4-1, and sometimes it's the smarter team that can take advantage of those simple mistakes, and that's what Rebellion's been able to do. They get those opportunities, and sometimes you just need a little bit of opportunity, and it's in the back of your net, and that's what they've been able to do.
You heard it here first, and I'm calling out the massive IQ difference in the two teams.
You know, one team's got to be smarter than the other.
Good save. Good shot from Canty. We need to see more of that from him. A GD Delight, he's backpedaling. He's misflipping. They might have escaped, actually.
Yeah, for Rebellion, they had a great rotation there. A little bit surprised they weren't able to get that. They may get it here.
Oh!
Post off the post. Polar, nope, clears across to the other side corner. He's all over the place. I mean, it is just orange all over the field. Rebellion is just pretty much chance after chance.
There's the ball in. Polar just so strong in the attack. He reaches up, rises like a salmon, and just slaps Darkshade.
Yeah, I think the key to that play, that kind of seemed inevitable that this was about to be 5-1. Just about every opportunity, it was just a matter of time, and they're going to get a shot on goal. They were clearing it to both sides. We talked a little bit about Axon Rose playing a little bit smarter, and not so much on that play.
You know, it's reminiscent of my time playing Overcooked 2, where you know you're going to fail a mission because dishes are coming out, you're burning things, you're throwing things in the garbage, there's fires happening. You know you're going to fail. It's just a matter of time. And that's how it is in defense sometimes.
We're going to go with a frustrated reference of it's like playing medic in Battlefield. You're just useless and running around.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of useless and running around, it is not Shorts. Polar, look at his pass. That was beautiful. As soon as he hit that off the back wall, all this teammate had to do was finish. Axon Rose tried to clear that out. They were close on a 50, but back of the net once again for 6-1.
You know, I never noticed this before, but Shorts has a little... Is that a Fox profile pic? Furry confirmed?
How about this? We have, for the random TCU fans that are out here, the Josh Hoover furry stuff.
Oh my gosh. Play the audio. We have a Brazil 1-7.
Yeah, this is getting rough quick. This is the most goals they put up this season so far. Now 7-1, coming off of their sweep in their last. It was 5-0, 6-1, 4-1. Now 8-1 here in game 2. It's not much to say here. I mean, you want to play for confidence, but sometimes confidence goes out the window. It just seems like this is all one team.
Oh, good save from Canty. I have liked what Canty's bringing here in game 2. Obviously, it's not worked out totally. There it is. See, it's a great pass. Shout out my commentary as exactly what I wanted to happen.
Yeah, if they could have had 3 Cantys on the field, they would have scored that. But unfortunately, they only have 1, and they're down 8-1 as another one goes in the back of the net. That one was a little bit unlucky. I think they played well. It's probably one of those goals that it's 10 seconds left, you're down. Darkshade kind of misses the ball. Kind of an easy tap in there. But 8-1 probably isn't a reflection of how the early part of this played, but this has been all one way.
No, I think you're right. I think given normal circumstances, they play that one out more carefully and cautiously. But with, 5 seconds left in the game, they're looking to just turn downfield, instantly make an attack. And unfortunately for them, they instantly get scored on, and it's 8-1. And the Rebellion are looking as sharp as ever.
Yeah, 8-1 game. It seemed close in the middle. I mean, we were 3-1 talking about next goal could be important, but, Shorts came up and said, not today, Junior. 4 goals, 4 assists, 2 saves, 8 shots there for the 8-1 Rebellion win in game 2 to take it 2-0. It just seemed like he was all over the place. And like we said, Canty on the other side, if you could duplicate him, have 3 of them playing out there, maybe it's not an 8-1. He had some great passes there despite the loss, but it was pretty one-sided.
Yeah, earlier on in game 1, I think we called out Delight as a fairly strong performer for Axe and Rose. And here he is sitting at the bottom of the table with under 200 points. So something's clearly gone wrong for their organization. And I'm thinking we want to get Delight probably more involved and have Canty as the playmaker. You saw him flick that ball on. He's very reliable in defense, at least as this level goes, right, with Championship. So we want to have Canty involved in the build-up play and maybe Delight finishing. But it seems like they're just stuck in defense the whole time.
And I think defense is a theme there. At the same time, like, they need to get up. They need to probably work on a little bit of communication. It's something they were in each other's way. And never say never, but sometimes never is the best way to say it. Here going to game 3. Probably our last game. What do you think?
Well, you called out a 3-1. I was going to ask you if you wanted to change your prediction.
I feel much less confident today. But you know what? We're going to stick with it. 3-1. They're going to get in here.
If they can do it, I'm so here for it.
Look, blind squirrels find a nut every once in a while. Not calling anybody blind squirrels, but here we are.
I think the most squirrel-like person here is going to be Shorts. Oh my gosh, there he is. Hello. Let's look at his furry profile pic again.
Yeah, that was a pretty short amount of time before he found the scoreboard. I think it's just a matter now who's going to have your most goals at the end of this match. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a fight between them. Shorts, beautiful finish on the redirect, but all about that pass. That pass to get up high on the wall was beautiful.
Oh my gosh! Canty with a kickoff goal!
Man, look at the rows on top of that card, too. Chef's kiss. Kickoff goals will get you back in it. Again, another one where they're going to keep it close early. They need to build on this. They have not been able to build on this. It's been an answer right back every time for Rebellion. If they can keep them off the scoreboard for just a couple seconds, maybe they got a shot to get something here.
I know Luis in chat pointed out that we're going to have Rebellion versus Steel Army next week. Pipe shot, Gogan's going to cut me off. Really nice play coming out from... Oh, I'm shocked. Rebellion.
Yeah, what was that point? Don't give up a quick goal. What do you do? Quick goal.
Yeah.
It was short-lived. Back of the net.
We need Guy Giverson back here. I think Guy might be before your time. Oh my
Yep.
Word.
Anything is before my time if it's before the season. And just like Polar, before their time is done. Now 3-1. Just about everybody finding the scoreboard. I do. Every time he scores, it makes me happy. The Blink-182, I can feel it. That's one of my favorite celebration songs. I am a Blink fan. Been to several of their concerts. Yes, that ages me just a little bit.
Good save. Canty, quick shot. It's way high. Gonna bounce down for Delight.
Yeah, I think
And there's the
difference-
third man from Portland, and it's off to the races again.
Yeah, you said it exactly right. There's 3 guys there every time. Every time that Axe and Rose gets an offensive attack, there's 3 guys right there cutting it off. They're not jumping in front of each other. Canty with a good shot, again, pushed away. They're easy shots on goal that are not challenging the kind of back line for Rebellion.
1-3. The score is far from embarrassing. It is very playable right now. Axe and Rose just has to keep it tight, stay solid, do not overcommit, but also be confident. It's almost just like saying be better than you are.
Yeah, I think it's right back to where we are. Polar with a
Oh!
good save right there. Was just about to say 3-1 once again. Next goal is huge in this kind of score line. And it's been the Rebellion being able to put it away. But if Axe and Rose can hold on, get one, trim the deficit, keep giving them a chance. But just like that, wide open shot from Polar. Redirect, no. Nobody there to clean it up.
Unforsaken in chat asking what league this is. This is Rocket League. How does he not know? Shorts is gonna make it 4-1. It's come on, keep it interesting here.
Yeah, that's his second goal. Easy shot there. Just pretty much had to put a power on it. The light tried, got a piece, but good power there from Shorts. That's what you want to see on a shot like that. Put it power on it, get it high, make it jump, make it awkward. Really tough play to save that, and Shorts was all over it.
No, this is actually Supporters Gaming League. It is a league of soccer supporters, all from throughout. I think it's now just limited to the United States. Gets together, forms a league, plays some games, talks some shit, and here we are, 10 seasons later.
Rest in peace, Toronto.
At least they're going to the baseball cup, whatever that thing's called.
Oh no, he said baseball cup. Oh dear. Shorts, hat trick, count it. What a shot. 3 goals, 4 shots, 1 assist. Now a 5-1 lead. Salting this one away.
Oh, World Series. Okay, I got it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. You broke my sports heart just there a little bit.
I'm from Seattle, so like I'm also involved in
Oh.
that, but
I'm somewhat sorry.
yeah, I'm sorry too. That's a rough one.
No, you had this Ranger fan actually cheering for y'all a little bit, but unfortunately for the Axe and Rose, they have us over here talking about baseball rather than this matchup here in Rocket League.
And that's how dire their situation is.
Yeah, I don't know what's
TV?
happening right now. That got a little ugly. Let's reel it in here. Polar, good shot across. Shorts again, looking for his 4th. Misses it just wide to the left.
A GD Delight up against Polar. It's a bit of a mismatch. Canty, who I have been liking all night, he gets the best. Oh my god. It's so nice.
Was that his or was that Canty? No, Canty did the work. Delight did the finish. Looked like it would look like that alley-oop where LeBron threw it right up. That looked beautiful. 5-2. A little bit of time. You never know. Get a kickoff goal here. Get right back into this.
In between games, we talked about how Canty can be the setup guy and Delight can put him away. They just need to get that setup going more often.
Oh, you look at a play like that, Darkshade, all he had to do rather than going for the ball was make the bump and it would have been a wide open goal. And Shorts again. Another shot from Shorts. This time it's a rebound and assist. Polar gets the finish. Another assist for Shorts. Another goal for Rebellion. Now 6-2 with a minute to go.
Yeah, I don't know if Delight might have slowed down at all or if that was a full sprint back, but you've got to know that Polar's going to hit a hard shot away from the defender. So wherever you are, go somewhere else, and that's probably where the shot's going to come.
I like that advice. Just go find a place to be.
Wherever you are, that's the wrong spot.
You know, that's describes my Rocket League game in a nutshell.
I rated you very highly, by the way. I got to commentate your game.
Oh, you know,
played
sometimes
very
like,
well.
you know, we talked about that blind squirrel every once in a while. Yeah, I really like the play here from Rebellion. I mean, everything they're doing, if they're not putting a shot on goal, they're putting it off the wall, which is creating those easy rebounds and easy opportunities to come back around. And you see Shorts, Polar, both kind of teaming up on those on each other's shots and just able to finish it around. I mean, it's just good team play.
Good clear from Darkshade. Gogan's retreating. It's not something he's used to in the past 20 minutes.
Well, if we're going to take a positive, 6-2. Not as bad as game 2. But still going to end up in a 3-0 Rebellion sweep. Was a good game early. Got away from him pretty much all 3 games about midway through.
It was a very confident, very competent series from the Rebellion. They came in as the favorites, and they cleaned up just like the favorites would do. So no shocker there. Axe and Rose, though, I mean, there's positives that we can speak on. But by and large, it was a tough affair for them.
Yeah, if you're looking for a positive, I mean, let's be honest. I did watch them play in their last match versus Los Verdes. I honestly, even though it's a 3-0 game, I feel like they actually played a little bit higher technically in this game. Yeah, it was pretty defensive and they gave up some easy shots, but that's what you're going to do against tough opponents. Rebellion, they're a team that took advantage of those opportunities. You look, they had 11 shots between 2 guys, and Shorts and Polar were pretty much pelting the net all match. And those are the kind of matches where you can't just give up free opportunities. When that happens, you're going to get punished on it. And that's exactly what Rebellion was doing. But like you said, there was some positives from Axe and Rose. We saw a little bit better play there in game 3. We saw more offense. We saw, honestly, a little bit better defense. But the easy opportunities came for Rebellion. They capitalized, and that was the difference really in all 3 games. It was those taking advantage of the Axe and Rose mistakes pretty much equaled Rebellion goals.
And I'm interested to see if we're going to have a couple interviews coming. If I can have my choice, I do want to hear Canty, but I just don't think we're going to get that one coming today. Oh, we do have an answer. Can I play spoiler? Do we like spoilers, or do you want to be surprised?
Is it a no?
It's a no. We're going to have Shorts up first, and then... you know what? I'll keep my secrets. We'll have Shorts first.
We'll see if it's a delightful end of the day, but here we are.
Welcome into the booth, Shorts. Very... I mean, is this expected for you? It's a competent, very solid win for your side. Do we expect that?
I think we expect the best out of ourselves. Yeah, we want to come in knowing how good we can play every week, but we also know how the potential downside of our team, our floor is low. So we always want to come in with confidence and hoping for kind of the results today.
We saw a match like that. We came in talking about a team that was creating a lot of assists. There was a lot of team play. Once again, all 3 games in this one, pretty much every goal had an assist on it. How was it? How was it today with just the teammates around you being able to set up some of those goals?
Yeah, it feels really good as of late playing with the boys. We feel like we're really in sync in passing plays and finding the right spacing to get the passing plays. That was an issue we've had in the past where, we were looking for the passes, but the rotates weren't right to get people in the right spot. So that's kind of clicking right now.
You know what? After a really slow start in week 1 with no points, can you talk to me about how you've been able to build some confidence in the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, week 1 was really sad for us, but we had to go up from there, and we knew we could only go up from there. So that was the kind of the mindset that we went into it with.
For a game like that, you had 5 against Defiance. I don't even have the final tally from what it ended up tonight. But how was your confidence just playing offensively? It seemed like every time there was an opportunity for a shot, it was going in the back of the goal.
Yeah, that's kind of the way that we play, and the way that we try to play is, if you have a chance for a shot, you take it. Pucks on net is, if you listen to our comms, if you watch Polish stream, you'll know that we say pucks on net probably 10 times a game. So that's really just kind of a mentality and a play style of us. And yeah, it works out well if we have the speed to beat the other team when we get those shots on net.
And I'm no, sorry to cut you off, but I'm interested. If you come up anything other than winning the league this season, will you count that as a failure?
I think our goals are set that high. Yeah, for sure. We definitely want to take the league. the cup I think would be really fun to win as well. So we're definitely highly looking at that. But yeah, the goal is for sure to win the league.
You get a sweep in a game like this, but there's always things to take from it to want to improve on. What are y'all taking from this one, despite a sweep that y'all want to still work on?
I'm sure you noticed we did have a lot of double, triple commits, and our comms did fall off a little bit the end of the game. So I think kind of cleaning that up and the commits, which has been something that we've had issues with for a long time. So who knows if it'll ever get cleaned up? But yeah, those things we can clean up because good teams can really punish you if you make too many of those mistakes.
Yeah, I think I'm all out of questions. Any more?
Yeah, no, we're good from here. That was a fun one. Any commentator, any shout outs you want to make to the crowd out there?
Yeah, shout out to you both and Maz in the background running the stream for us and streaming the game. We love having our fans come watch. So yeah, shout out to any fans that were watching. Thank you for hosting.
Maz is the real MVP, and it was fun. And my initial broadcast was a good one to watch, kind of a clinic offensively from you guys.
Yeah, welcome to the team. It's good to have another commentator.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. We'll send you on your way, and congratulations on a great one.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. All right. That was your own Shorts, who just took a short all over the field today. Good play from him. We're going to have another interview before our second match of the evening. It's going to be Mr. Delight himself. Welcome into the booth. How are you doing?
Doing okay. Thanks for having me.
It's a tough one out there today. Obviously, it doesn't go the way that you want it to look, but what are you taking from that one?
Both of our losses so far this season came when we did not have our first choice starting three out there. Canty made his SGL debut here tonight. But, the main problem was didn't find a rhythm, couldn't get out of each other's way. You're not going to win games of SGL if you're double committing. You're not going to win games of SGL if you got two teammates in the other team's net at the same time. We just got to practice more, play together more, learn some discipline, learn some patience, and I'm trying to get better.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to shout out Canty. I think he was a very interesting player to watch tonight on defense. He was getting it done. As playmaker, I'm not sure how much he actually got himself on the goal tally, but he was making stuff happen. He was very interesting to watch. Do you have a favorite? This is such a loaded question. Do you have a favorite player that you like to play with so far?
Probably Wiggle, just because he's reliable, or Hamburger Herder. He's so reliable. If he says he's got something, I know he's got it. He's communicative. But yeah, I would really like to get some more playing time with Canty, because he's a little bit of a chaos monster. And I think once we can kind of predict what he's gonna do and play off of it, I think we could do some damage, but we just don't have the reps in yet.
Yeah, you talk about bringing a new guy into it today, and we talked about Canty out there, but it seemed like there were a lot of plays tonight where it was close to a finish, it was close to a goal. What do y'all want to do to kind of clean that up to make sure that that open ball finds the other net rather than kind of being sent the other way and given an opportunity to the other side?
It's just training, I think. There were moments where we were really in all three of those games, and then at some point it just fell apart because Rebellion was winning all the second balls. We would get a touch, and the Rebellion were already applying pressure, or we'd get a save but not a clear. And it's just time in the training ground, getting those mechanics dialed in, I think.
Yeah, this whole game is mechanics. Recently, it seems like mechanics are becoming king. There was a couple seasons where team play was so valuable, and it still is, don't get me wrong, but right now it's like if you can individually make a nice flip reset play or a ceiling shot or maybe a ground pinch, something like that, that's almost more valuable. So any sort of mechanics prowess seems to be the way to go. But I'm interested in what you think. What is your ceiling for this season? I'm so interested to know. Last season was rough. This season, you guys look good. Like, where do you think you can end up?
I think we're a solid mid-table team. I think if we come in third, I mean, anything above last is a win for somebody who goes a whole season without winning a single series. Don't get me wrong. But, aiming for that high middle of the table, third or fourth. And if we end up sneaking in a second or get into a, last week dogfight with whoever's on top, awesome. But, no, I think any growth is positive, and we already took care of that last week, getting our first dub. So we'll get our first choice starting 3 in next week, and we'll go get that second.
For sure.
All right.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. It was a pleasure talking, pleasure watching you guys tonight, and looking forward to the damage y'all can do the rest of the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you very much.